Ogola. I'm the leader of Linda Jamii. Today I address you on the International Women's Day. First of all, I take this chance to wish all women, not just in Kenya, in Africa, but world over, to have a very nice Women's Day. But what is the meaning of Women's Day? Women's Day was founded as a means to remind us about fighting for women equality. Unfortunately, the whole world over, we are still finding that it's harder for women to get jobs than it is for men. We are finding that the average salary for women of the same equal qualification is much lower than men of the same qualification. We are still finding time that women have more hurdles to make it in career. Also, women have more hurdles to make it in business because business needs networking. Women do dual career where they have to be at home. So all those challenges are still there. But today I want to point out something very specific. The president today, in front of Standard newspaper, points out that the gift he has for women, and the gift is saying that he wants to change the constitution of a political party so that women can be running mates. I'm sure that he's simply saying that women will play second fiddle, because if you're going to be only running mate, when will women become presidents? I think that is tokenism. That actually is the worst gift women can receive. In fact, I want to urge all women, my fellow women, don't receive this gift. It's a bad gift. Because our gift, we know, the constitution is very clear that parliament must have at least gender balance, at least 1/3 must be either genders. Current parliament, women are less than 1/3. Let us start from there. Secondly, we go to the cabinet. The cabinet should have women at least a fifth. A fifth of the cabinet should have at least people with disability, should have people who are of the another gender. We are finding that the cabinet has not complied to the constitution of Kenya that needs at least women to have 1/3. That has not complied to. So again, let's start from there. That's where the problem is. And if you come again to the issue of employment, the government of Kenya employs more men than women, giving women just do house chores. In fact, even if you look at Ruto's cabinet, he has not chosen the most qualified women to lead. If Ruto was really sincere about giving a women a gift, you don't choose people like Aisha Juma. Don't choose people who are not capable to demonstrate the capability, the intelligence, and the qualification that women have. If you want to really reward women, give us the best women. And the best women is by qualification, by attitude, by character, and by performance. There are so many women with good track record there that you don't want to put in your government. But you only put people who are there who are more or less like flower girls. So that's not a reward we want to get from you, Mr. President. And today, why I'm also addressing you on this International Women's Day is just the fact that we have a total collapse of healthcare. Doctors were on strike even last week on Tuesday. They will continue being on strike. The government has frozen employment of doctors throughout the country. They have frozen the employment of nurses. The problem is that when those things were frozen, doctors and nurses have been going to private facilities to really get employed to get some work. Unfortunately, with the current medical scheme, the insurance scheme, national insurance scheme, whether you call it NHIF or this one or Ruto, whether you call it that way, we are finding that they are not paying the private health facilities. For the fact that they're not paying the private health facilities, now the private health facilities are closing down, which means that doctors and nurses are now getting jobless. And that's why doctors are back to the street complaining that they want to be employed, because even NHIF is not paying them. Where are they taking the money? The corruption, the theft, inefficiencies in these national health insurance schemes is amazing. As a gift to the women, bring back the healthcare by removing the corruption which is taking place at Afya House. And I want to point out the following figures: that 90% of healthcare in Kenya is devolved. Yet, we know that only 35% of health budget goes to the counties. What are they doing with the 65% of healthcare budget? What is that money doing in Afya House? That money is being stolen because the money should remain only for research and strategy and maybe monitoring and evaluation. The rest of the money should go to the patient. So how much money is going to the patient when every hospital has no medicine? If you go to Bungoma County in specific, there is no Brufen in hospitals there. In fact, in Bungoma County, there are 2 hospitals that have shut down because of the fact that they have denied to be paid health insurance that has been given to them. For example, one of the hospitals offered healthcare service to the people of the tune of 4.5 million shillings. Yet when they were being paid, they were paid back only 1.5 million. Are they offering through grants? Hospital needs to be paid in full, not in half or in a quarter. So the healthcare system is collapsing. There's no medicine. There's a lady who told me from Bungoma, one of the hospitals in Bungoma, told me she feels very ashamed to take her salary from the month. Yes, she knows very well that she is not offering medicine. There's no medicine. So you're receiving salaries. There's no equipment. There are no drugs. There's even as simple as Panadol. What else can happen to people if there's no single medicine as simple as a Panadol? So this is a total collapse. The second thing I want to point about health is that we had something called Eduafia. Eduafia was used to keep our children in school, students in school, whereby parents used to travel from every part of the world that they are going to look for how to treat their children. Sometimes children could, students could leave school, they are going back home for treatment. But Eduafia meant that whenever any child was sick, teachers has the responsibility to take them to the nearest hospital and they were treated. That kept them to stay longer in school. So more days in school means better performance. More days in school mean better health for them. More days in school meant less stress to the parents. But the President, William Ruto, in his Kenya Kwanza government, discarded the Eduafia. Now we have heard rumors that William Ruto wants to remove Linda Mama. Now, in today's International Women's Day, how can you be contemplating removing Linda Mama, yet you are telling them that you want only one woman to become a running mate? And we are looking forward to a woman president. How can we talk about a woman becoming a running mate? Maybe a running mate for a party that will not win. So this for me is the biggest joke in the century. I want to urge the president to become sincere and reduce corruption in healthcare in Kenya. 2, remove too many employees who are earning salaries, but there is no medicine. People don't want employees in healthcare. People want what? People want treatment. So there are so many layers of employees who are not doctors, they are not nurses, they are not health workers, but they're earning salaries and there is no healthcare going on in counties. So that's what I really abhor. And I request Parliament, I request members of County Assembly to oversight this one seriously. That is the gift they are going to give to women on this Women International Day.